can't seem to follow the rules. She kept chasing me. That's it. And then she wanted to talk about calling the police and all that. She control thing she's trying to do. That's it.
I don't care what it is. You have got all of these charges.
I understand.
You just need to just stop blaming.
All right, everyone. Today we're diving into a fiery courtroom showdown featuring Judge Simpson and a defendant who just can't seem to stay out of trouble. This guy is back in court for tampering with his tether device. And if that wasn't bad enough, he went right back to meeting up with the same woman he was previously charged with domestic violence against. Judge Simpson does not hold back, delivering a no-nonsense reality check and making it crystal clear that ignoring court orders is a one-way ticket back to jail. If you're out on bond or probation, messing with your tether is basically asking for trouble. And this defendant, he's full of excuses. This is going to be an intense one, so stick around and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Now let's jump in and watch Judge Simpson lay down the law.
Scheduled for tomorrow morning, I believe.
On the one case, I have a new case, however.
I was unaware there were new charges, Judge, but I don't know if this court's prepared to arraign my client.
I am.
Okay.
And I don't know. We're going to stand in for the purposes of the arraignment.
I'll be filing an appearance, Your Honor. I was unaware, but the charge, I would have filed one already. So.
It's a charge of interfering with electronic communication device, the 2-year felony, and then also domestic violence, second offense, the 1-year misdemeanor.
Yes, Your Honor. As it relates to both those charges, waive any further reading of the warrant. Stand mute to both those charges.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. I'll set a probable cause conference in that case for, I need a DV bond form, please. For November 14th, 2024 at 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. As to bond in that case, you want to say?
Yes, Your Honor. Obviously, Mr. Carter's here on his own voluntarily this morning or this afternoon. And obviously the court knows his history of appearance in front of this court. And Your Honor, he just got a new job. He was, unfortunately, he lost his other job due to this incident, but he just got a new job that he'll probably lose if he's in custody. Judge, it does appear that the complaining witness in both these cases is the same person who has actually reached out to me before, Your Honor's indicated her, I believe, unlikeliness of appearance in the case. I don't think she wants to proceed with the case, but that's my understanding anyway. People might have a different position, Judge, but she's reached out to me independently and indicated that she does not want to proceed with those charges. But be that as may, Your Honor, I don't believe my client's a flight risk, and he's on tether. What's that? He's still on a tether, Your Honor. He did post a significant bond in the last case. I understand these are new serious charges, Judge, but I'm asking the court to consider a nominal 10% bond, if not.
Look, I get that the lawyer is doing everything he can, but let's be real. This guy completely buried himself. He didn't just ignore the judge's warning. He basically walked out of court, looked the law dead in the face, and said, "Nah, I'm good." He went right back to breaking the exact rules Judge Simpson laid out for him, like arguing with your mom and then immediately knocking over a glass right in front of her. What did he think was going to happen? Now he's standing there, looking all shocked, like this wasn't the most obvious outcome ever. But trust me, the real wake-up call is coming. Judge Simpson is about to drop the hammer, and something tells me it's not going to be pretty. If this guy thought he could just waltz back in and talk his way out of it, he's about to learn a harsh lesson. Judges don't forget. You might as well start getting comfortable, because I have a feeling you won't be walking out of this courtroom as a free man.
Some advantage because I do have the police report for the newest case. Mr. Burgess does not, but I will indicate to the court a few things. First of all, this court arraigned defendant on not his newest felony that he was just arraigned on, but the one that's set for preliminary examination tomorrow on October the 7th. At that time, the defendant was ordered not to have contact with the victim, Jennifer Matlock. The new date of offense for the newest case that we're here for today that the defendant is alleged to have committed is October the 20th. So later. And I will tell the court, after review of the police report, the person representing themselves to be the defendant did have contact with the police officer and admitted to having contact with the victim. Denied the assaultive behavior, but did admit to having contact with her. Now, because the defendant, because the police officer wasn't speaking with the defendant face to face, I cannot say with absolute certainty that it was the defendant. However, the police officer did a very good job in their report of detailing how he came into contact with that person, that this person kept called him back, represented themselves to be the defendant, and said that he would turn himself in for the bond violation. I don't have a record that actually happened. So Your Honor, in any case, this is somebody that was on the score for probation, on bond for a felony, and now has picked up another new felony. So I am asking the court to follow probation's recommendation about the probation and sentence the defendant to serve balance at this time. And in bond in this case, we're assessing for $100,000 for the new felony.
Court will order as a condition of the bond that there's to be no possession of any alcohol, illegal drugs, or any recreational marijuana. Better, I'm not entirely sure what is going on with you in that regard. I ordered you on the 7th not to have contact with this person. And then, lo and behold, we end up with this case occurring less than 2 weeks later. And tried to give you every benefit, and I understand there are only allegations, but try to give you the darn benefit of the doubt regarding everything, because of at least the way that you conducted yourself in regards, particularly regarding being a flight risk. But you just can't seem to follow the rules.
Your Honor, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Judge. Judge, the incident on the 20th, based on conversations I've had with my client as well as the complainant in this case, the complainant approached my client, asked for a phone back he had purchased, but it was in her name, which he returned to her. That was the basis of the contact. That's our understanding of it, Judge. So, but I wouldn't. But
Right. But the thing is,
I know.
he needs to be turning around and running in another direction. He shouldn't even be having a conversation, shouldn't be doing anything
I agree.
whatsoever. I don't think it's at all unclear as to anything that this court has said to you regarding what you need to do. And you need to just follow the rules. I gave you a break the last time that you came in. Even after that, let you go.
Oh, this is about to be good. Let's just get this straight for a second. This guy has a restraining order against this woman. Last time he was in court, they made it very clear. Stay away, as in far, far away. Don't call, don't text, don't even breathe the same air. And yet, here we are. He got caught meeting up with her again, and somehow, he actually thinks he can explain his way out of this. I already know whatever excuse he's about to throw out is going to be next level ridiculous. There is no way he's about to make this sound like it's not his fault, but I cannot wait to hear him try. Honestly, at this point, he might as well say he was kidnapped and dragged there against his will, because that's about the only excuse that might sound halfway believable. And you know Judge Simpson is about to roast him for this one. Let me know what you guys think about his excuse, because, trust me, you're going to need to hold on to your brain cells for this. It's about to get wild.
And she came in the room. And
Then you get up and leave.
tried to leave. She kept chasing me. That's it. And then she wanted to talk about calling the police and all that. She's chasing me. She's chasing me. She's chasing me. I hopped in my car and that's when I pulled off.
Well, maybe that's all going to come out, Mr.
I
Tom
understand.
Carter. Maybe that's all going to come out. I let you out the last time. Should have of all rights locked you up on that date. Didn't do it. Gave you the benefit of the doubt because of the time that you came back after you were inadvertently released by the jail. And then what happens? I end up, you get that other case set for exam. Then what ends up happening? I get here and you got another case.
It's a control thing she's trying to do. That's it.
I don't care what it is. You have got all of these charges.
I understand.
And you're the one under the jurisdiction of the court. So however you got to figure it out, you need to figure it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Defendant's bond on that case would be set in the amount of $100,000 cash surety. On his other matter, anything you want to say before I post sentence on that case?
I want to say, I tried my hardest. I tried my hardest to do right. I tried my hardest to stay away from women that want to see me in jail rather than see me elevate myself. So, I mean, I understand. I understand it. When I get out this situation this time, I'm gonna be by myself. I just know.
You know what you ought to do, Mr. Carter, and I don't mean to interrupt you. You have the right to allocute, but I'm just going to tell you something. You ought to quit blaming them. You just need to just stop blaming them and thinking that they're the ones that stop you from going anywhere. Because, young man, that is not the case.
Yes, sir.
You are smart enough. You can do whatever you want to do. You can stay away from whoever you want to stay away from. The problem is, quite frankly, you're just being stupid. You're just playing games, and this is what happens. You end up in jail on a $100,000 cash bond, and you're about to go now.
I understand. I'll take full responsibility. I appreciate it.
Anything else you want to tell the court?
No, sir.
And Judge, I don't know if it would have any impact on the court one way or the other, but I don't know if the court wants to wait to see the disposition of those cases, or if you're just going to follow the recommendation.
I'm not gonna wait. If there becomes a certain disposition regarding those cases, certainly I'll take that into consideration in modifying his sentence on the case, but I'm not gonna do that at this point in time. I keep giving him breaks, keep doing everything, and he keeps just coming back to this court, disappointing this court, and ending up with more charges, just time and time and time again. And so in that respect, I'm done. I'm gonna revoke the defendant's probation. He is to complete the in-jail on farm program while he's incarcerated. I'm going to waive all remaining terms except the financial obligations on this case, discharge the defendant from probation without improvement. I will sentence the defendant to 365 days in jail, credit 162 days served. Defendant is to serve the balance.
Your Honor, the court ordered the Don Farm program. Probation also requested the DV program. So if you just requested DV, the court want the defendant to perform both or just one or the other?
I should have said in-jail DV program is what I meant to say. Thank you.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why you follow the law. Look, I totally get messing up, making a bad decision and later thinking, wow, that was dumb. But doing the exact same thing after already getting a warning. That's not just a mistake, that's a choice. And this guy? Yeah, he made it very clear that he does not care about the law. Honestly, at this point, jail might be the only thing stopping him from running straight back into another courtroom. But let's take a second to talk about Judge Simpson. This man does not put up with nonsense, and honestly, it's refreshing. You could see the frustration on his face. He's so over repeat offenders wasting his time. And honestly, I don't blame him. Judges hear excuses all day long. They probably know within 5 seconds if someone is full of it. In most states, violating a restraining order is a criminal offense, and depending on the situation, it can add up to some serious jail time. So when someone stands there acting like they accidentally broke the law, you just know the judge is sitting there thinking, yeah, okay, tell it to your cellmate. And let's be real, Judge Simpson wasn't buying one single word of that weak excuse. And honestly, I respect him for that. Anyway, that's a wrap for today. Let me know what you guys thought about this hearing because wow, this one was wild. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. I post every single day, so stay tuned. I really appreciate you all for watching. Take care, guys.